sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm so. Beate! Why? Why? I think I have to explain something. Hi, and welcome. Welcome back to the Real Crochetter episode 3. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? I hope you're all fine. I'm great. I have a great day today. I don't know what happened there. I truly don't know. Thank God, the dog has finally found his place. Right, okay, let me explain. I met last week a young lady who told me that she would love to crochet. And I said, oh, that's funny, because I will start a crochet channel. And she said, oh, yes, and can I show you something? I would love to learn how to do that. And I love to have one of these. And this is what she meant. So this is what happened in the evening after I met this young lady. Well, we have to live with that. On the other hand, it is summer, the sun is shining, Austria is beautiful. In Vienna, the people are outside, the kids are playing, the kids are falling on the floor with a bleeding nose. Whoa! It's great. After I met this young lady, I was sitting at home and I thought, okay, then, well, let's do it. It's summer. Let's do it. And she told me, and here's the little fun fact about her, and this is why you may be wondering, why are these two sides so different? Why is this side so much lighter and this side so much darker? The reason behind this is simple. One of her breasts is a little bit larger than the other one. And little tip or fun fact of life, I don't know, the more you know. When you have a bigger breast, because yes, of course, they're coming in pairs, but they are, I've heard, I'm not very experienced with that, but I've heard that they are never the same size. Well, nature.
I reject nature!
And so, when you have a little more of a bigger side on yourself and your one boobie is a little bit larger, then just crochet in a darker color for the larger side and in a lighter color on the smaller side. So you give the optical illusion that they're both in sync and perfect and beautiful.
That's right, bitch!
I still don't know what I should do with them. So the next problem was, and this is where, when you saw my first episode, if you don't, you should watch it. It's there. Yes, click it. Click it. Thank you. Is that I said I would never crochet in things that make my eyes bleed. And this truly is the perfect example of making my eyes bleed. So, this is the third episode. Let's do our first tutorial. Cue the intro. Oh my God, the day is finally here. We are doing our first tutorial. I haven't slept for 2 nights because I was always thinking, okay, how do you say these things? Because of course I saw a million other tutorials on YouTube in the last 2 or 3 years on different crochet channels. And I thought, okay, now give it a shot and try it. And this is what we do today. Yes, but not in this color. This I will never do again. We are going back to my roots and to yarn that I really dearly love and which is really dearly to my heart. And this is the Cotton Gold Alize Gold, and hashtag not sponsored, hashtag I would. And these are 100 grams and 330 meters, and you will not even need half of it for the whole top, because it's very easy. You can see in the back, it's not going all the way around. And it's great for everyone because it will fit everyone, except Trisha haters, of course, but who cares? Because you can fix it here in the front, the stripes at the bottom, at the top, and the stripes in the back. So you have a big chance that this will fit everyone. Okay, back to the yarn. This is Alize Cotton Gold. It is a 50% polyester and 50% cotton. And it's great for tops like that or for the summer because especially you can go into the water with this. When you are crocheting with 100% cotton, the problem is don't go into the water with it because you will come out without it. And with this yarn you have half cotton and half polyester, so it keeps light, it doesn't take so much water in, and you have a bigger chance that you get a life out of the water. Oh, well, on the other hand, maybe you're coming out of the water with a new boyfriend. Who knows? So we have our yarn. I crochet today with my 4mm hook. And of course we need, let me show you what we need. And here we are, the first tutorial on the Real Crochetter channel. I'm so excited, guys. So we have our yarn, we have our scissors, we have our tapestry needle to sew in our ends, and of course our crochet hook. By choice, I use a 4.0 for our project today. And I think it's really funny that people think that this is all that you need to crochet something. This is to crochet maybe the project, but I need more. I need something to drink. I need my loop and my condoms. I don't know, you never know. Then I need maybe a few chips and a few nuts and sometimes a little bit of chocolate. And when your hand gets dirty from the chocolate or from the chips or from the loop, you just need some disinfection. Where is it? Where is the place? Here's disinfection. And you need your markers. Don't forget your markers. You can never have enough markers. And if you are nearly a breakdown, please take some pills. And if the pills are not enough, do it like Shane Dawson. Just take the Jeffree Star lip balm. And if your back is hurting because you are sitting in a bad position, just take something to smear on your back. Let's get started. I've prepared one half of the beach, summer, tank top, beachy, swimmy, whatever you want to call it. And we are doing exactly this thing again because we need it 2 times. And then the second time we just turn it around when we are finished and we have the second half of it. So let's get started. We start out with a slip knot. And as you can see, I'd prefer to do my slip knot as I would do knitting. If you want to learn how to make a slip knot, watch one of the 5 million videos out there on just how to make a slip knot. There are so many different ways, but at the end, it's a bloody slip knot. It's not rocket science. So we have our slip knot and we change 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. I hold the 11th and then we change 3 for our first double crochet, which doesn't count as anything. Then we go into the top of the 4th chain and do our first double crochet. Okay, then we go on and we go all across the line doing 11 double crochets. And if you're wondering where I start, and as you can see here, we are just go into the top loop and not in the whole thing. Just into the top of our chain, which is a little bit important because when we go later the way back, we just take the downside and not the back side. So yarn over into the next. And so we are doing our 11 double crochets. Okay? Okay, we are back and we do our last double crochet in the first chain that we did. And now we have 11 double crochets in one row. Let's count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 11. Remember the chain 3 in the beginning and the first double crochet counts as 1. Now we have here our last double crochet, and we double crochet again in the same hole. Can you imagine that? So we have 2 double crochets in the first chain where we started chaining. Then we chain 1, and we in the same hole again 2 double crochets. That's 1 and 2. Okay, just want to show you where we started. We are starting right here in the middle, where's the nibble, it rhymes because it's true. And then we did 11 chains, 3 extra chains, and the first double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. And then after that we did 10 double crochets, so that we have 11 double crochets together. Chain 1 double crochet extra in the same hole, and then 2 double crochets again in the same hole. And now we go the way back. So let's go back. We need 10 double crochets, yarn over, and at the top of the first chain that is available, we start 1 and 2, and the dog is counting 2. And 3. And just finish the row. And I have now 9 double crochets on my way back and just 1 left to go. Don't get irritated. You could, in theory, you could put another double crochet in here. And check, that's all that we need. So we start the next row with a chain 3, turn our work, yarn over, and double crochet in the first available spot. And again, this chain 3 doesn't mean shit. And we are going to double crochet along the row until we come to our point where we have the chain 1 hole. So, and this is our last double crochet now before the chain 1 spot. And like before, we're doing the exact same. We put in the big hole 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochets, which means this is always our spot where we will increase. And now just crochet your way back to the start. And we will stop our work at row 8, where you have 26 double crochets on each side. Here's the row we started, row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then our triangle is finished. Okay, now we have the long side in front of us. We have chained 1 spectacular single crochet, and now we do double crochets all along at the bottom. Yarn over, don't chain 3, just the 1 single crochet. The first double and the second double, and we put a stitch marker here at the end. And this we are doing for the whole row. Most important is that you have 2 double crochets for each row. I finished this row, and as you can see at the end you have 2 double crochets. Of course, we always do double crochets here, and just count them all together, and then you have 32 double crochets in this row. For the next row, we're changing the pattern up. We chain 1, turn our work, and put our first double crochet at the bottom of the stitch we did before. And we do now 4 double crochets in a row. The second, the third, and the fourth. And we have 4 beautiful double crochets, and again you can put a stitch marker at the top of your first double crochet. Now we skip the next double crochet, and in the second one we do 1 double crochet, chain 1 and 1 double crochet, all in the same stitch. We started this row with 4 double crochets, put the stitch marker in, then skip 1 double crochet, and in the next double crochet we put 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Now yarn over, skip 2 double crochets and chain in the third, but we are doing the same thing. 1 double crochet, chain 1 and 1 double crochet. And this is how we go further in the row. And now at the end, this was our last double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. We skip 1, like in the beginning, after the 4 double crochets, and we end this row with 4 double crochets, and we cannot end it in another way because there are just 4 stitches left. So we have to do 4 double crochets. Yay! Stitch marker, and this was the last of our 4 double crochets. And now we have finished row 2. Okay, let's go on with the next row. We chain 1, turn our work, yarn over, and again 4 double crochets. And we will do that for the next 4 rows, that we have 5 rows with the same pattern, with a 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet into the same. Okay, we're going on. We have our 5 rows. We chain 1, turn our work, and for a little bit of stability for this whole project, we do 1 row of just double crochets. Which means, of course, 4 double crochets on the top of the first 4 double crochets. And then comes our first V-stitch, and we do just 1 double crochet on the top of the first double crochet in front of us, 1 double crochet right in the V, and 1 double crochet at the end of the V on the top of the double crochet from the row before. And we continue on the whole row just with double crochets. Welcome back. I hope you have not any questions in the moment, that everything is pretty clear to you. If not, please leave a comment in the comment section so that I know where I can improve these tutorials, where I go too fast, or where I have missed something that you wanted to see, or where I have to explain a little bit more. This would help me a lot. Okay, we have our row of double crochets for stability, and now we will turn our work this way. Okay, we have turned our work. Now we are working this way across, in this direction, to work the back of the top. We have made chain 1 and 1 double crochet into the last double crochet that we did before. Now chain 1 And for each row that we did, we are doing 1 double crochet in the side, so that we have all together 8 double crochets with a chain 1 in between at the end of the row. Again, chain 1, we go to the next row, go in there, chain 1, and always with a double crochet. I can do this now on camera. This is a quick fix. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last one usually should go logically, you're absolutely right, into here. But for stability, first of all, and for the look later, we are going into the first double crochet in the first double crochet of the last row from our triangle. Okay, this is our first row of 8 double crochets with the chain 1 in between. And don't forget to put the last double crochet in the first double crochet of the last row from our triangle. Now we chain 1, and we have to do this 9 rows more. Do a double crochet at the top of the double crochet, chain 1, and the next double crochet at the top of the double crochet before, and chain 1, and again. And if you find it hard to find the holes, you can really pull it a little bit here, and then you can see there's the point where you have to go in. So we are at the end of row 2, chain 1, and in the last double crochet from the row before. We finished the second row, we did the last double crochet on the top of the last double crochet, and we repeat this pattern 8 more times so that we have altogether 10 rows of this pattern with 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, and always the double crochet on the top of the other double crochet. We have now our 10 rows of the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, always on the top of the other double crochet. And now you can see here very good why I have chosen in the first row not to crochet into the hole where it's meant to be. Now we have here a nice curve and not a hard you know, and this will look much more elegant later on, and it's a little bit more comfortable for the booby. Now we end this part here with 5 rows, just double crochets, to give it a little bit more of stability and to bring it a little bit more in this shape. Good, we chain 1, turn our work, and do our 5 rows of just double crochets. 1 double crochet, the first double crochet on the top of the other double crochet, the next one in the hole, and again at the top of the double crochet and in the hole, until you are done with this row, and then 4 more that you have altogether 5 rows of just double crochets. Well, we are done with the side. We have done our 5 rows of each 15 double crochets. Can somebody, by the way, count how many times I've said double crochet in this whole tutorial video? I don't know, my tongue is getting tired. But the good thing is we are almost done. We just have to fasten off now, which means we chain 1, fasten off, pull through, and pull. So, and we are starting with the last round here. on this corner. You remember? Long time ago. We fasten on there. I do again a slip knot. I'm turning my work so that I have this side now in front, and I fasten on the first. Oh, can you see that? This is one of the famous chain one and turn. You remember? Take the corner, take the last stitch, and when you put it around, there you go. There you go. And there you fasten on. Okay, we found our hole. We pull through and slip stitch and pull through. So our straggler is on the back where he belongs. And now we can work here our way. And we start with a chain 3. And now when you stretch this a little bit out, you can see again the starting holes of each row. And with the chain 3, we skip each row just with a slip stitch. I wanted to make a single crochet. I know I wanted to single make all. Okay, chain 3 and slip stitch in the next row. And chain 3 and in the next one. Slip stitch. Oh, this is tight. 1, 2, 3. And in the next, always skipping one row. 1, 2, 3. In the next hole, slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. In the next one, where you can see here, there's the double crochet inside there. We slip stitch in there. 1, 2, 3. And now we are on our triangle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the chain 3s, and we do 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 at the top of the double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 and on the top another last slip stitch. And as you can see, this is the row in the front, in the middle of your boobies, where we later put the 2 pieces together. And now we will work around our boobie, around the triangle with picots. God help me, I hate picots so much. But as you see here, they look so cute, you know? And sometimes we have to do terrible things to make cute things. Okay, let's do the picots. The first picot, I chain 3, go back to the first chain, go through and slip stitch. Go to the next free top of the double crochet, make 1 single crochet and another single crochet. Okay, and this is our first picot. Cute, isn't it? And I know what you will say. Dude, I have done picots before, but I did it totally different. And this is totally fine and totally okay, because there are so many different versions of how you can make a picot. But this is the version that I like to prefer for this project. And we continue. Chain 3, like the first picot, going through the first chain, grab your yarn and slip stitch one single crochet, yes, it's all very tight, and another single crochet. Okay, and please do this all the way around. Heaven help me, I forgot one little information. You will have on the side where you started the picots 11 picots and on the other side 13. Now, important thing, when you are reaching the top here, you remember this were always 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and you have done your picot, then the single crochet and another single crochet. You do the 11th picot on this side. I always forget it. On the top of the last double crochet, the single crochet to fix the picot, and then jump over this free the free chain 1 right into the next double crochet for the second single crochet after the picot. Then you have conquered the top here. You have done 11 picots, 1 double crochet, and then skip the free chain 1 and the second single crochet on the top of the first double crochet after this little hole, and everything is good and everything is fixed. And now you can work on this side 13 picots. Guys, you can shoot me if you want. You have on this side, as I said before, 11 picots and then not 13. I'm so sorry, you have 12. And you have 1 stitch left here, the top of the 1 double crochet. I will show you now on the other part that I prepared before what we are going to do now. We will now do these little shells, and usually you will chain for a double crochet 3 chains, but for the stability of this part we will always do, where is it? Here is it. 2 chains and again 2 chains, so that this part gets not too stretchy or will not too much stretch out. And with the 2 chains we do here instead of a 3 chain, we will skip the first 2 rows of this here, and with a second, with a shell, we will skip another 2, so that at the end we come here to 4. I hope it makes more sense when I show you now back to here, that you understand what I mean. So let's get started. Right, so here we go. We chain 2, we leave this last stitch alone. We chain 2, skip the 2 rows here and do our first double crochet right in the hole that we find here. Then chain 2, and around this double crochet we will double crochet 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now we slip stitch again, and with the height of the last double crochet we skip again 2 rows, and as you can see, here is the little hole where we go in, and slip stitch in there. And this was our first shell. And now 3 shells more. Chain 2 instead of the 3, jump 2, here's our hole, double crochet in the hole, chain 2 and 4 double crochets around the double crochet that we did. Again, jump 2, you will see our little hole here, and slip stitch in there. And now the good thing is you will feel it when you do it. It's a little bit, it gets tight here. And this is good because so it cannot stretch out. It will lay nicely on the side of your body. And we do 2 more. And we are here with 1 row left. And this is great, then we know we are right. Chain 2, 4 double crochets around this. Double crochet that we did before. 3 and 4. And the last slip stitch is going into the top of the first double crochet of the last row here. And put the strangler away. And slip stitch. And now we have our 4 little shells here. And now we are doing something that we did before. We go this way. And we are making the construction so that we can close up later on the back of our top. 1, 2, chain 3, skip 1 double crochet, slip stitch in the next, chain 3, skip 1, slip stitch, chain 3, skip 1, and another slip stitch in the chain 1. So now we have here this part where we can close up our top at the end. And we turn our work. Now this is now our last row we are doing with a little trap, because at the end we are going backwards until here, but that's fine. This is very, very easy. But now we have to work 4 chains, 4 shells more, just on this side. But you will do exactly the same. You chain 2 and double crochet, skip the first 2 rows and double crochet, chain 2 and 4 double crochets around the double crochet. Again, skip 2 rows, slip stitch. And if you have a little bit of this here, that's totally fine, because later on when you strap yourself in with this, the tension will stretch this out. And in some it's really, really much better to have more stability so that this will not become larger, larger and larger. We are chaining 2, 1 double crochet, skip 2 rows, one double crochet, chain 2 and 4 double crochets around. And I will meet you at the end of our 4 shells. So we have our 4 shells, and to fix the last shell you just have to slip stitch in the first double crochet of our row of just double crochets. Now we chain 3, chain 3, skip 2 and a single crochet in the third, chain 3, skip 2 and 1 single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, yada yada yada, and single crochet, and we are at the end of our row, because here is where we fasten off before. So we just have to chain 1, turn our work for the great final. And we will do into the first single crochet 3 double crochets. and go on with that. In every single crochet we did before, put 3 double crochets. Can you feel the excitement? We are almost done. Almost. And again, if you have a little bit problem finding where you have to go in, just pull, just give it a little pull. Just like life. Just a little pull, and then you find the hole. It rhymes because it's true. Okay, I will finish off camera until we meet with the last shell here. Right. I did my last 3 double crochets into the last single crochet from the row before. Here's our little shell. Now I slip stitch into the first double crochet that I did in the shell, and we slip stitch 4 times. 2, 3, and the last one, the tight one. Why is the last one always tight? But this is a good sign. That means we have done something right. We fasten off. And we're done! Hallelujah. Okay, now we have 2 pieces. Isn't this exciting? I think it's exciting. I love crocheting, if you haven't realized so far. And now we just have our stranglers. Thank God, not so many, and we are sewing them in. Have fun. I do this off camera. I sewed all the ends in. Now we have here Twin Peaks. Make. No, it's not sexual because we don't have to go there. Right. The last thing we need to crochet are a few stranglers, and with a few I mean, of course, 3 for the front. Let me show you for the front, here. And for your neck. Oh, hi! Welcome back. So, how was my voiceover? Huh? Everybody still alive? Everybody asleep or what? Well, I'm trying to put her together here. And I started... Oh, she's so practical, I love her. I have 3 lengths with these stripes. And the middle one I use to, first of all, put her around here. So where's the breast? Where's the breast? Here's the breast, number 1. And we take number 2. And I go with my needle in the space between the chain 1 space. Take my crocheted stripe, put it through. Oops. Now where's the second one? Here's the second one. And bring her to the other side. Like these. And then I hold it in the back and make a simple knot. Okay. Now we take the shortest one for the front. And we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 holes. And I go through the top. This is before the first picot. Take this little sucker, pull through, go to the other side, of course at the same height, and I pull through. And then it's just like when you put your shoes on, and always from the top. And I leaving now every second chain 3 space alone, because this was something in the terrible, horrible colored version which I didn't liked so much. I wanted to be a little bit more open in the front. You know, take your time. Your project is finished. Relax this moment. You don't have to sew it together. No, I'm not closing it up. I wait till I have closed it in the back. But that gives you an idea how it will finally look. In just one simple, beautiful color. And not in this colorful bullshit that will make my eyes bleed. In the back I take every chain 3 and pull through. That we have a very good stability in the back. So I cannot see anything, and probably you too. That's what leads from the top, just pull it away. Okay. And no, this will not happen with your skin. And the last one. Don't make it too tight. Let's turn her around and give her a little bit more freedom in the front. See, that's cute. That's cute. She's a cute bitch. So, no, the stragglers are too long, but I really like this in the front. I know I will, yes, I like a lot. Now I'll just show you how I shorten them. I take my scissors and cut them off. Well, that's not all. Now I make a new knot. Nearly at the end, but not completely at the end. Let's make 2. And then it's 100% washable, approved. Yes, take your time, take it easy, you know. Have a little bit of respect for her. So. And in the back you are doing the same. Little ribbon, cut it off, little knot, and at the top the same. And if you have the problem that one straggler is far longer than the other, well, you just have to adjust it a little bit. So I don't do it now, because I'm sure you know how it works now. Just for a last view from the front. I don't know, you know? Why would you make such a cute top in such terrible colors? I personally like it. I know it's personal preference, of course. When you have leftovers on yarn, make it as colorful as you want. But I personally, when I imagine this in the summer with a nice white linen skirt or a cotton skirt, or for a nice walk at the beach with your dog, of course, or with your husband, wife, partner, woman, I don't know, I don't care. And this is simply elegant, beautiful, and realistically pretty easy to make. It looks complicated maybe for one of you, but I really like it. And I hope the lady that I have crocheted this for will like this too. I give you feedback in the next video, or in the video after that. I don't know when I will see her. Okay, as Sophia Neigert would say, I think that's all. This was a damn long video for our first tutorial. It looks complicated, but trust me, it isn't. Everyone who ever crocheted anything can do this. I hope you enjoyed this time. I really love it. I'm done for today. I go now with my dog for a little walk, because it's summer here again, as I said, in Austria. It's beautiful in Vienna, and let's go out and enjoy the sun a little bit. You know, get that D. the vitamin D, you know. I shut up now. Bye!